from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Houston Cougars and the Purdue Boilermakers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. About to kick off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering. For survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
So the Houston Cougars offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They punted away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Punch from the tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gets it to him on the screen. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll send the back in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now on the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, better look out. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He's got his man across the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Wegman. That's caught. It's Young. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So now it's 2nd and long. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. A great catch in the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Kinsey. Could not make his way to the corner.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Running inside. It's Gibson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Wegman. Pressure coming. Got the first himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now... Nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his man. It's McGarry. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It's caught downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And the Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff for Jarrett. Shakes off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete on the right side. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Pulls it, fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down. Is trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Working the middle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The run inside. It's Hughes. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air. It's Wegman. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Touchdown, Cougars! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point was good. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the field.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered. Well, Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Escapes the pressure going right.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's McGarry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the draw, it's Hughes. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end? Dropping back, it's Wegman. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to the run, it's Hughes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to fire on second down. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Houston. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. It's Gibson. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gibson again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Plows through the defense. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Purdue! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Back to pass on second down. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Quick completion on the out route. And he's still running after the move. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Going long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed to... You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation. Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas at Centennial Bank Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Well, guys, I did speak to Coach Diaz pregame. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Red Wolves will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Blue Devils offense comes onto the field first today. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. And everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Past the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Red Wolves offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Crawford. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't run the ball there on 3rd and short. You decided that you're going to try to catch the defense off balance by throwing it. Now you set yourself up for 4th down.
The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room, it's Spencer. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Crawford. using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He's at the top. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out.
Set to kick this low.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Crawford. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And they got him. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking...
There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, it has been a few up and down years, a lot of drama for UCLA. After Chip Kelly left, there hasn't been much stability, but let's see if Bob Chesney is the guy to get UCLA back on track and make some noise in the Big Ten. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Bruins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. Now we see Ryan Brown. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Got enough for the first. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one.
Snags it, and he's open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man. Gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver. You just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defense is sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft.
There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Boilermakers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bruins offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Nico Iamaleava, on a game he had last time out, 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Throwing, Iamaleava fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Running inside. It's Knight. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the back. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Oh, he makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. There's the pressure. And down he goes. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their freshman offensive lineman. And, boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellis. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Play fake. Iamaleava. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Over the middle, it's Smith. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Knight. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Flying out to the left. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Purdue! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Iamaleava on the play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Throwing, Iamaleava. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the away team sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 42, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Iamaleava rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava makes the grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Townsend. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it,
snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Makes it. Oh, another great move. Crosses the 45. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 16 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Aggies eyeing a 2nd win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at them.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Finds his man. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to it. And they're able to make the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Got a man. It's Ellis. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing, Iamaleava. Snagged on the outside, it's Ellis. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab in their space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Iamaleava. He'll get rid of it. With the catch, it's Ellis. All out of space. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got to be smart, patient. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Jared Gibson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He breaks a tackle. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sends it back in motion. Here's Gibson one more time. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can paint holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Now on 2nd and goal. And he breaks. Touchdown, Boilermakers! That's his third. It's down to the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Number 42, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under fire. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Keeps it himself. Nice move to keep running. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback Keith stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Play action, Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Again, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Really nice third down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more.
Maybe a crease. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Boilermakers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, here's Gibson. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way. The 7-yard line.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Gibson again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Number 42, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Bruins right after the huge play through the air back to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Iamaleava to the air again. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Fourth down, Iamaleava. He'll heave it deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here's a give to Gibson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
On the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Made a defender miss. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's got him.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? After this, it'll be a wrap. Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb, the Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats and not much else as this one is in the books. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.